Albion Online War Gloves and HQ Hideouts 4 days ago. Already has 87,000 views. Holy shit. So they have an actual studio now, which means it's more official, I guess, or they got more they got a better thing going on over there in Albion. Let's see.
Hello and welcome to another Albion Online Dev Talk. As you can see, we finally found a suitable space to rebuild our Albion Online studio and now have a dedicated place for bringing these videos to you with more frequency. In our last video, we introduced some of the features we're working on for our next content update. Today, I want to reveal 2 more features that will directly affect the next guild season: War Gloves and HQ Hideouts. Okay. War Gloves are an entirely new weapon line with 3 new base weapons, 4 artifact weapons and 15 new abilities, which will shake up the combat and crafting meta of Albion Online. Items for this new weapon line will be crafted in the Warrior's Forge, and they'll receive their own mastery levels as part of the Warrior's weapon tree.
Wow, new weapon, nice.
This new weapon line offers a melee-focused brawler gameplay style.
Oh, that's fucking sick, dude. It's like a martial artist, kind of in like an MMO, I guess you could say. Wow, okay.
With a mix of damage, mobility, and some control abilities, including some limited ranged abilities.
Hopefully they're not OP as fuck, but those actually look really good
as well. These weapons excel at engaging an enemy and then keeping them engaged, dealing damage at the same time.
Okay, let me say, I don't know if this is a new map or I'm bugging out, or this is the new features of the new maps, but this area looks really freaking nice. I don't know what the name of this area is. Can't see it on the bottom. But I don't know, it looks good.
Although War Gloves will only become craftable once the next major update is released, the artifacts for this new weapon line will already be added to loot tables before the start of the next season. This will ensure a sufficient amount of them will be available for players to try out these weapons once the update releases.
Okay.
And it also gives PvE and market players a valuable new loot type to play with. Don't worry if the drop chances seem low at the start, they will be adjusted to the same level as other artifacts once the update is released. The second feature I want to introduce today are Headquarters Hideouts. These are still pretty early in development, but we are very excited about the changes they will bring to the experience of playing in the Outlands or the roads of Avalon. As most of you know, we believe Albion to be best and most exciting when many small groups are competing for power in the Outlands at the same time.
Sheesh.
Unfortunately, despite the difficulties involved in attacking hideouts, the current hideout system has provoked the formation of large,
look at all those
powerful groups
which
aim to control who gets to place and maintain a hideout in the Outlands. This forces players to consolidate into these larger groups or pay rent to them if they want to be active in the Outlands. And this is what we want to change with HQ Hideouts. Essentially, this new feature will allow guilds to place and protect a hideout only based on their own merits and activity instead of the grace of another guild. To achieve this, guilds will be able to earn as a season reward the ability to make one single hideout an HQ hideout. When a hideout is declared an HQ, it will become invulnerable to any attacks, even during the battle time. Once created, the headquarters status will need to be maintained. Now, in the last roadmap update, we talked about the new Vortex power system,
I believe it's like the
which has been extended to include hideout power cores. These power cores will appear spontaneously at unpredictable times and places in the open world and can be picked up and transported.
Now that's pretty fucking dope. Just that animation alone is pretty cool. It's like a capture kind of travel shit, capture the flag.
To a hideout.
That's pretty cool.
Which will then grant the hideout powerful bonuses.
I like how it looks.
If it's an HQ hideout, power cores are needed to make sure that it stays invulnerable. The required level of power to do this will depend on the quality of the region. HQs in a higher quality region deeper in the Outlands will require significantly more power to maintain the HQ status than in lower end of the regions on the outside of the Outlands. As an attacker, you can take advantage of this system by preventing power cores from being transported to the HQ, which will cause it to lose invulnerability eventually.
That's pretty cool, man.
This requires a sustained open world effort, however, and is much more difficult than destroying a normal hideout in a series of large battles. Just being able to field a larger army will no longer be enough. To prevent headquarters hideouts from getting destroyed before even being constructed, guilds will also be able to earn the right to make a hideout construction site invulnerable during its second attack phase once per season.
I don't know where the hell these maps are, but I've never seen these. That looks really nice.
This ensures guilds that manage to earn enough season points will be able to establish their hideout in the open world. The HQ status also comes with other side effects. As soon as a hideout becomes an HQ, access can no longer be granted to anyone but guild members. In addition, we will be increasing the general hideout upkeep for non-HQ hideouts based on the number of hideouts already in a region. This should reduce the hideout spam and the number of safe retreat points in the outlands significantly, as well as making it more difficult to mass large armies from a single hideout in the outlands. We believe this feature will destabilize the current power balance and strengthen the position of smaller guilds in the outlands, leading to more enjoyable, smaller scale conflicts.
I hope so, man, because smaller scale conflicts, he's saying to referring to like smaller battles, obviously in the outlands would be nice, because if you get swarmed by 20 people, it's just like kind of ridiculous. You can't really like have a nice clean fight, you know. But we'll see how, I don't know, we'll see how this goes.
So how long do you have to wait for the headquarters hideouts, war gloves, and other features from our roadmap talk to arrive? Well, as mentioned earlier, to earn the ability to place a hideout HQ, guilds will need to collect enough season points by the end of a guild season. For this purpose, after the current season concludes, we will be running a shortened season before the launch of the next update. This Energy Surge season will have increased season points and siphoned energy reward rates and run for roughly 6 weeks until early November. This will provide us with sufficient time to finish our work on all these new features while giving guilds the opportunity to start earning their right for a HQ hideout of their own. Follow our news posts for more details on the season schedule and subscribe to this channel for more dev talks covering the progress of the open world rework, guild points, open world PvE improvements, and many other topics coming soon. Thank you for watching today's video and stay tuned for next time.
I feel like that's pretty good. That was, I mean, I don't know. I'm not really into the hideout stuff yet and big into the guild stuff, but I feel like that's pretty dope. I just don't know how that's gonna, I don't know. I'm excited to see what they do more for open world stuff, I guess you could say.